Hi everyone, welcome back once again to another video. Today's video is a Q&A. I was going to do my twins 5-month update, but one of them is sleeping. So I want to wait until both of them are awake. So I decided why not to make the Q&A video first. I wanted to do a Q&A just because I'm running out of ideas. I do watch YouTube myself. I see other stuff in YouTube, and I just don't want to copy other people's videos. Like, I just want to do my own. But sometimes I just run out of ideas. I started off good, and now I just have no idea what I want to do for you guys. I just want to keep you guys entertained, keep myself entertained. As I mentioned, that YouTube is helping me distract myself from a lot of stuff, and so I just been doing a lot of short cooking videos, and I would like to do more than that. But I am starting from the bottom, you guys. Like I always say, I am recording through my phone. It is an Android phone, and because of the quality, the space, and the memory, I cannot make the videos that I want. So the videos that I want has to be done until I have a chance to buy a computer, or I mean a laptop, and a camera. But I'm hoping this happens soon. Hopefully by next year, I can grow up on this YouTube thing. So yeah, well, my babies wake up, I'm just gonna do this Q&A video, and so I hope you guys learn the little stuff of the questions that I was asked. So the first question that I have is, at what age I had my son Julian, and what age I had Janae and Jasmine. So with my son Julian, it turns out to be that when I got pregnant was on the day of my birthday. My birthday is April 24th, and on my 18th birthday, it turned out to be that's when I got pregnant. When I found out that I was pregnant, I had 2 months, and so I had my son in January 30th, and my birthday was on April. So I got pregnant at 18 and had him at 18, which I thought it was an okay age, but still not okay because I had a lot to grow. But I don't regret my son, I had learned a lot from him. And so I had my daughters, my twin daughters. I actually got pregnant off of them at the age of 23. I am 24 years old at the moment. When I found out that I was pregnant of my daughters were in November of last year, 2018. And of course, my birthday is in April 24th, so I turned 24. And my daughters were born in June 28th of this year. So it was what, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes, 6 years. 6 years later, I had my daughters. My son is 5, but in January next year, he will be 6. So it's a 5-6 year difference. So yeah. And number 2, where I'm from. Well, I'm originally from East LA. At the age of 5 or 6, I came to Oakland. That's where I grew up all my life. Um, as much as I love my hometown, I love the town where I grew up. Um, Oakland is a crazy city all the time, but it's okay. We all got that hood side. But what's it called? Yeah, I was raised in Oakland, but I currently live in Stockton. The reason why I'm in Stockton is because I was homeless with my husband, and that's a whole different story. Me and my husband, the way we met and the way we became a couple, it's way beyond different than any other relationship. Um, you okay, mama? My baby's been sick for 3 weeks. It's gonna be 4 months. It's gonna be a month that they've been sick. I already took them to the ER. I even took them to the hospital. I mean, the ER, to the clinic, to their appointments, and they all told me that they're okay. But to me, I feel like they're not okay. So I feel like they're waiting for them to get worse in order for, for a problem to happen. But yeah, they'll she's fine. The one that's up right now is Janae, but I'm waiting for Jocelyn. But anyways, so yeah, me and my husband's story of how we got together is way different, I feel like, than anybody else, and different from what I experienced with my other exes. Um, but that's a whole different story. Um, okay, so the next question that I have, which is number three, is what do you think is easier, having one baby or having twins? Well, when you have one baby, you dedicate time, love, all the effort, all the hard work. You deal with one personality. You just deal with one little human being, just one. So to me, it's easier. With twins, it is harder because even though they're in the same sack, they were in the same sack, they have different personalities. When they were smaller, they will eat at the same time, wake up at the same time, cry at the same time most of the time, or it will just, it's just a little difference. But now that they're getting older, one wants more attention, the other one's fighting for the attention, the other one feels left out for the attention and the love. Um, one cries, you find your way to stop making her cry, say giving her the bottle or fixing her the position, sitting her up or whatever. But then the other one starts. So for example, when it's nighttime, when it's in the middle of the night, when one cries and you put her to sleep with her bottle and everything, and when you're about to close your eyes, the other one starts. Or there's times where you wake up, you go to sleep, and you're like, holy damn, I just closed my eyes. Like, how long has it been that the other one's crying? They have different personalities, so you have to see and memorize which personality is which and which personality is whose. And not only that, what's it called? The attention and the love has to be shared. It has to be shared because one shows like she just stares at you like, why are you hugging my sister and why are you not hugging me? Also, it's more diapers, more wipes, more formula, more clothes, and thank God people helped me a lot. A lot of people, especially I want to give a big shout out to Carla, to Amanda, to Marla. They helped me out with clothes, and to this day, Marla and Amanda still help me a lot. And a lot of the clothes is for Amanda, and I appreciate it. But it's a lot of clothes, a lot of laundry, a lot of everything. And even though I get help, it goes away fast. With one kid, you only hear one cry. With one kid, you play. With one kid, like I said, you give attention to love. It's just so hard to explain why it's harder with twins. Um, and not only that, they eat at a different time, and you have to memorize at what time you fed one, how much you fed the other one. Um, it's just so much that it's just in your head that you're like, okay, there's a lot of things that I have to learn. There's a lot of things that I need to keep in mind. Um, it's hard when it's appointments. When I have to do errands, it's just so hard that you have to carry a car seat, one here, excuse my belly, one here and one here, and it's just hard. You basically go to the store, for example. I'm going to the store by myself while my husband's at work and my son is at school. So basically, I get them ready, have to get one ready, then the other one, then myself. I gotta go to the van, put them in, put myself in. Get to the place, put one car seat, and put the other one down. When it's raining, it's hard. When it's raining, it's hard. When you're by yourself, it's hard. I need my partner a lot when it comes to doing errands. And when it comes to doing errands because of the fact that they're two. They're two, so you have to handle one and you have to handle the other one. So when you're at the store, you're putting one down, and then the other one, and then gotta put the other one up, and then the other one up, and it's just so much things, you guys, that it's just hard. And I'm pretty sure the twin moms out there, they enjoy it, they love it. I love it, I enjoyed it, I learn every day something new. And I never thought I was going to be blessed with twins. But my respects to all the moms who have twins. My respects to the moms who have sets of twins. And it's beautiful, it's amazing, but it's very difficult. At first, they were easy on me, but now that they're getting older, it's getting harder. And I am kind of excited, worried, and scared for when they start crawling, when they start walking. It's just, I already know what I'm gonna get myself into. I'm not even gonna be surprised. Like, I already know what's gonna happen. But it's hard. So if you have one kid, I don't want to say you have it easy, because even one is not easy. But I don't want to say it in a messed up way, like, hello, I'm dealing with two while you're dealing with one. But man, I all I have to say is everybody experienced different things. So I feel like for this question, I feel like you guys will have to experience it in order to understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I recommend one baby. I don't run twins in my family, so yeah, that's the scary part. Okay, my fourth question is, what was you and your hubby's reaction when you found out you guys were having twins? Well, my reaction was like, what the F, because of the simple fact, like I said, there's no twins in my family. There doesn't run twins. The only one that I know that had twins was like my great 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 grandfather with his third wife. So it's just like we're far apart, you know. So the one that has twins is my husband. Twins everywhere. Twins everywhere. My suegra's sister had twins, but they're cuatas. They're not identical. Um, my suegra's mom had twins, but they died at birth, so they don't know if they were identical or cuatas, because of the simple fact that back in the time we didn't have all that technology stuff, right? So and I learned that a few of his cousins had twins or uncles or stuff like that, but either one of them passed at birth or one of them had passed a few months after birth. So there's twins no matter what in that family. But it's on the mom's side of the family. Um, when I found out, you guys, I didn't know if I wanted to smile. I didn't know if I thought it was a joke. Like, I even told the nurse, because I found out in the emergency room that I was having twins due to the fact that I was having cramps. And those cramps were horrible for 2 weeks straight. And my fear was to have a miscarriage. So that's why I went to the ER, just to make sure everything was safe and hoping that the cramps were just going to go away and there was something normal. So it turned out to be normal, and that's when they actually told me, hey, you're having twins. So when they told me you're having twins, my eyes were like on that, like, no way. Like I said, I didn't know if I was happy, excited, sad, or whatever. But my thing was, what am I gonna tell my parents that I'm having two? My thing was, how am I gonna tell my parents that I'm pregnant again, for the second time? So just imagine you being worried about telling them one, right? I know I'm grown and everything, but my parents' opinions still count. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still count. And so I share things with my parents. So of course I was going to share with them that I was pregnant. But my fear was, what will my parents say when I tell them I'm pregnant, but it's two? My husband took it as a very shocking, because he did try with the last person for years to have one, and it didn't happen. Don't know why. That's not fucked up. I don't care. But what's it called? When I told him, he did get shocked. He was gonna, like, collapse on me, pass out on me. He was in disbelief and shock. Even when I told him that I was pregnant, he thought I was playing. Since I always play with him, not pregnancy jokes. I never play with pregnancy jokes. Those kind of jokes to me are serious, so I never play with that. But I played with him joking wise in different ways. So he told me, like, you're playing with me. So I had to, show him that I wasn't playing. And when I told him that I was having twins, that came as a different shocker. And when the whole ultrasound came, they had told us that it was a likely. It was a most likely for us to have twins. So in our mind was most likely, let's not get excited. Let's not get excited and tell people that we're having twins. So we left it as in like, let's just wait and see. When the ultrasound happened, that's when his face changed. His eyes were open. His face was pale white and yellow. I had a feeling he was gonna pass out on me. I was so close to tell him, hey, like, can I get off the bed and have him lay down or have him sit down because he's gonna pass out on me. But he turned out happy. He tells me that he had a feeling he was gonna have twins, but he just didn't know with who. But me. But I helped him have the twins, and yeah, it's just unbelievable and shocking still. Like, now that we're seeing our babies grow, it's time's passing by so fast, and we're just still in disbelief, like, we have twins. And we're still in disbelief because it is rare for identical twins to be in the world. And mostly you see cuatas. When I find a way to explain to you guys what is the difference between identical twins and not identical twins, like, whatever, I'll make a video explaining to you guys the difference between those two things. But yes, we're still in disbelief, and we always get everywhere, oh my god, you guys have twins, and oh my god, they're identical twins. So we feel special that we have identical twins because of the fact that it's rare to have identical twins. So we're in shock, but we're so excited from it. And man, I'm just waiting to see what the future has for me with two girls. I was planned. I always told myself I want to have 3 kids like my mom. Me and my sister are 5 years apart, and my sister and my brother are 4 years apart. So I was thinking I want to do the same thing too, like have my son, and then 5 years later have another pregnancy, and 4 years later have another pregnancy, but it went differently. So hey, it's okay. 3 in 1, it's fine. Question number 5: being pregnant twice. Now, what were some differences you noticed? Okay, so with my son, I can't remember much, and but with my son, I do remember that the day of my birthday, my son's father, so-called father, what's it called? He was supposed to take me out to eat on the day of my birthday with a friend of his. He was gonna take us to the buffet, but you guys, my hormones were off. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I was crying. 5 minutes later, I was pissed off. I would call him talking so much smack. It's over. I hate you. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to go with you guys no more. So he ended up going to the buffet without me. When he told me that, you guys, I was mad and crying. Like, I'm telling you, 5 minutes crying, 5 minutes happy, 5 minutes I'm sorry, 5 minutes I'm mad, 5 minutes I'm crying, 5 minutes I'm happy. It was just every 5 minutes, and I'm like, there's something off. When later on passed by, when I found out, we had a trip, me and my parents had a trip to LA, to my hometown, because he was going to it was going to be my cousin's first communion, so he was going to be the godfather. So we went, and she had like a barbecue thing, and not a lot of people went. So she had a water slide. Since it was in the summer, she had a water slide, very high, very steep and everything. And when I was like down and I would fall on my panza, it would hurt me so bad, you guys, so bad. I would lay down in my stomach, it would hurt me. So that day we was gonna leave, we were so excited that I couldn't sleep, but I ended up falling asleep on the floor. At that time, my floor, At the time, my floor was wood. They changed it into wood because of my allergies, so they took out the carpet. And when I was laying down, you guys, it was hurting. Like, it was hurting. So I was like, oh, what the hell? It feels weird. So I would fix myself in a position that I would still lay down the way I wanted to, but not hurting myself. And so after that, we come back from the vacation, from the little party thing out in LA, and we have a party across the street, which is my dad's friends from Mexico time, from back in his childhood time. And it was going to be a bautizo, very big party, banda and everything. And back then I was a person that I didn't eat and drink just because I just wanted to dance. I would not stop dancing or anything because I just loved it. But that day when his dad kept taking me out to dance, I was tired in 5 minutes. And they had what's it called? They had birria. So I chose the birria in a birote. And you guys, I didn't eat it. I looked at it and I'm like, ugh, that's just nasty. Then after that, from the dancing, getting tired, I saw my dad's beer. The small beers, you guys, the small beers. And I craved it. I grabbed some and I drank some, and my stomach was killing me. It was killing me, so I just started capturing like this is this is weird. I don't feel right. I feel different. And when I walked in, everybody was staring at me like I took the whole like attention or something, but they were staring at me like weird. I even thought I was like, okay, am I too cakey on my makeup, or did I wear something that is just like, oh, what are you wearing? So that's when I captured it, and that's when I was just like, okay, let me find out that I'm pregnant. So those were the little things that I noticed that I was pregnant of my son. Question number 6. I have 7, so one more. Number 6 is, am I planning to have more kids in the future? I am in birth control. I went on the implant, which is the one in the arm. That's what the one I had. That one's my best friend. Let me just put it that way. So I'm in birth control. I did not tie my tubes or anything because since I'm 24 and you have to be 25, I couldn't do that. And but I'm in birth control. A lot of people has asked me if I'm gonna have more kids, but to be honest, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, then it didn't. I'm not in a rush to have kids, and I'm not in a rush to stop having kids. I'm not saying that I want 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that whatever God permits, and my Virgencita permits, that's what's gonna happen. If I have one more, I mean, I already have basically what I intended to have. My son, my 2 girls, and my husband's son. So we have 2 boys and 2 girls. So we have the set, and our boys are older than the girls. So it's what I wanted. And but if I have another kid, I would like to have a boy to have my own set of boys and my own set of girls. While he has his own 2 set of boys. My husband, his 2 set of boys and his 2 set of girls. You kind of get what I'm saying. But yeah. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does happen, maybe another boy would be nice. So I could complete my 2 boys and my 2 girls. And the last one is, what are you doing different with the girls that you wish you had done with Julian? Well, I think for me it's the other way around. With my son, I did have more time with him. Um, I got to spend a whole year with him as newborn till he turned a year and a half. When a week before he turned a year, I became a single mom, and so I did had a lot of time with him. I spent a lot of time with him, and I gave him everything that I could have. I started working, and that's when I started distancing myself from my son because I had a full-time job. I was working at the airport, and the airport has no set schedule. So I was doing my 12 to 13 hour shift every day, and I would only see my son once a day. So with my daughters now, they're 5 months, and I am currently on the process of waiting on my background check to get hired and start working, and to help my husband, because reality now it takes two people to sustain a lot of stuff, not only home but bills and so on and so on. But since we're trying to get out of here from this place and get an actual home, even if it's an apartment or whatever, even a studio, but just a safe home for my babies, because I have not told you guys a lot from this house. And so I just want a safe place for my babies. Not even in the environment. I'm just talking about a home. And so now I have to work. I have to he doesn't he's not forcing me to work. He's not telling me work. You need to work. You need to help me. No. It's just the simple fact that I'm choosing to, because I want to provide a better home for my babies, for my 3 kids, especially for my babies, that they're gonna start, experiencing and adventuring, their little lives. And so, yeah, like I said, it's just a little bit different. But with my son, I just wish that I had more knowledge. My son was not planned. I'm not saying he was an accident. I was just blessed with a boy. And I just wish I had more knowledge of what it is to have a mom, what is to be a mom. And with my daughter, since I experienced it with my son, then I already know what to do with my daughters. Like I already know what they want, what they need, what to do, and whatsoever. And with my son, like I didn't have the resources to know what the hell to do. And I just didn't have the stuff that I wanted for him. And now, like, I have someone that is there for his daughters 24/7, unlike somebody else that had my son with me. But I mean, it's okay. It's a life experience, something that I learned. What else? Another thing that I probably wished I had with my son that's different with my daughters is the patience. With my son, I really didn't have the patience, since I had to deal with him on my own. I don't want to talk smack, but even though I was with the father of my son at that time, he wasn't really all like that. When he turned 6 months, after that, it's like I was by myself either way. So my patients were right here. I ended up with someone who turned out to be that is not who I expected to be. When you first meet them and be with them for a cool amount of time, and next thing you know, they change a lot after you have kids. So technically, I was by myself regardless. So my patience was off. It was just off for so many reasons that had to do with my son and with his so-called dad. So it was just a mixed match. But other than that, I feel like there's not much difference. Just the difference is that my babies have a father and my son has temporary father. And I'm just being honest. I'm expressing myself. If you do not like what I say about his so-called friend, then I'm sorry. You can subscribe me, unsubscribe me, and not worry about my videos. I am just being honest. I am not going to give somebody credit that does not deserve credit. So that's just the only difference. My son has gone through so much with me on ourselves. Now we're better, but I'm hoping we could do more better. But with that being said, I had 7 questions. Maybe later in the future I could do another Q&A video. Hopefully I have more subscribers and I have more followers that can ask me more questions. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me, and my babies, and pretty much, the differences between pregnancies and everything. Well, I guess this is the end of this video. Now my two babies are up, so I'm gonna take advantage of doing my babies updates, which it will be on next following videos. So please stay tuned for that. Please follow me on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. I will comment. I will post everything on the subscription box down below. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. The more subscribers I'll get, the more I feel like I'm actually talking to the world. And I have a reason to do YouTube, you know. Like I said, I do YouTube just to distract myself, the way you distract yourself too. Um, mentally, I'm just trying to distract myself. As even though I don't make as much videos as I want to, due to just recording through my phone, which I had a camera and a laptop. But hopefully I can upgrade soon. But other than that, please subscribe, like this video, comment down below for any future videos you would like to see. Also, thank you for supporting me and thank you for watching my videos, and thank you to those who actually pay attention to what I post and to what I ask in Instagram and Facebook on options on videos on what to record. But with that being said, my two babies are up, so not to do the second video. So I hope to see you guys soon on my next video. So yeah, have a wonderful day.